If you think the word woke is pejorative, then you have the media literacy of a rock, and the comment that I'm reacting to is a textbook example, literal thesis statement, could not ask for a better example of exactly what I'm talking about. Let me break it down, let's get into it. Also, if you don't know what the word pejorative means, but you think woke is bad, congratulations, you're the target audience. But he commented an entire dissertation on my last post, proudly proclaiming that he did not get the joke. The first half of my last video was entirely sarcasm, and this right here demonstrates that he did not recognize that the media that he was watching was supposed to be satirical. Around the halfway point, I dropped the sarcasm and I give my actual take, and I thought maybe he just didn't make it all the way through the video. But this comment right here about the team getting laid off in reference to why I was talking about the team getting completely fired and laid off was still a net negative, tells me that he did make it at least halfway through the video, at least at that point, after I had dropped the sarcasm. So at no point could he ever tell that there was a change in tone, which is a problem with media literacy. Okay, back to the whiteboard for a second here. So the anatomy of the video that I made had the first half of a sarcastic tone, albeit a subtle one, but it was still there. And then at the middle, it switches to a sincere tone, but there's also a transitional statement right here, in all seriousness, which does two things. One, it denotes that there is a tone shift, and two, it implies that the previous statements that I made were not serious. Hence, in all seriousness, for whatever's going forward. So this is not complex stuff here, but it does tell me that you lack the media literacy to understand what I was saying in the video, which leads me to my next point, which is that by your astute analysis, Concord failed because it was woke. Buddy, there wasn't even a campaign. There was no agenda being pushed. What, like some of the characters were kind of colorful, which leads me to my next thing, which is that people who use woke as pejorative, which again, if you don't know what that means, look it up, are just reacting to shapes and colors. You have no media analysis. You don't fundamentally understand the things that you're watching, reading, or playing. If you want to go on a wild stretch here and say that some of the characters were a little bit too LGBTQ coded, a little bit too queer coded for you, that has nothing to do with something's success or failure. One Piece has so many queer characters, wildly successful. Will and Grace is one of the most popular TV shows ever made. The general public does not have an issue with queer people. You do, and you need to psychoanalyze why that is, but it has nothing to do with something's success or failure. And it also doesn't make something woke, which, again, you don't know what that word means. So stop giving analysis on stuff that you don't understand. Some of you fell asleep during 9th grade literature class, and it shows. So how about this? I need you to learn how to actually analyze media, and until then, stop commenting on TikTok videos showing how little you actually know.